good afternoon. Happy fucking Friday. Damn. I think that if I curse under 15 seconds, it does something to my place in the algorithm. Oh well. So, this is the randomized zodiac. I'm Delilah, 8th house moon rabbit. I did not peek. Okay. Hey, Gemini. Gang, gang. I'm going to go ahead and put these back. We'll pull angel to lead and an angel to watch our backs. Ooh, okay. That was swift. Here we have Raziel, the angel of mysteries. And this time I will apologize for my chipped nails because I really would have taken this off, but I cannot find my cuticle oil, and my cuticles are already dry. I don't want to dry them out even more with that caustic ass nail polish remover. Do y'all agree that the third cup of coffee is like better than the first even? Puts peace deep in my soul. Oh, bitch. Okay, Pallas Athena is bringing up the rear, and we had the first house, which is Sagittarius for me. And Sagittarius was the reading for yesterday, so you might want to check it out. They're also sister signs, so it's likely that if you're a Gemini, that like myself, you got Sag somewhere in the chart, or perhaps the 9th house, even though it says first house. Sagittarius. I just touched you, bitch. Like, sorry, y'all. I touched it and then it went to sleep. And if you did not see my post, because I said that I was coming yesterday and I did not, see ya. I will probably turn this off and do a Adele. Do a, pardon me, Billy Talent. Of course, it's autumn. And I definitely get fallen leaves, which is funny because randomly for some reason I have not gotten around to adding Billy Talent as a influence, but someone else was listening to music in my house, and Fallen Leaves came on. All I heard was like, you know how you can hear it real low? All you hear is like the emphasis of the instrumentals, and you know what it is. I'm not sure what Adele is giving it. Although the first that came to mind is one of her newer songs. Real pretty melody, talking about being in love. The Wood, Maverick, and Blank Man. I think Maverick was the movie for yesterday for Sagittarius. Come on, what we got for the Geminian sisters and brethren? The Lego movie, hey! And Titanic. Okay. Superman is underneath that. And for me, this and Clash of the Titans and AI, but for me, that Superman is Christopher Reeves. Titanic was the bottom. The Lego movie was the top, which is so funny because that gives me the special Master Builder. So, Ascended Master energy. Ooh. I showed y'all. Did I show you? Shatiel. The Angel of Silence is who is watching our ass. And because y'all are my people, I feel like it's got to be Tarot in Space. First deck. Ooh, a 6 of Wands. We stay winning. I'm also going to see, because I've noticed that sometimes it takes me longer to pick up what's getting put down when they're ordered. And yet sometimes when I just let them fall, where they may, the untidy arrangement says something. 3 of Pentacles and Judgment. Spiritual Espionage card. Also, Spiritual Assassin. How could I die for you? How could you not know? Did I show? Six of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. I got riding of the coattails, following in the jet stream. Those two things give different connotation. Following in somebody's jet stream is like, is that even what it's called? There is a jet stream, but like it's got me thinking of like Need for Speed 3, where you could follow in somebody's wake and then get a boost to pass them up. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. In that order. So I definitely get that Gemini is having a little bit of success. Is it at work? Is somebody stealing credit from you for your shit at work? Well, I know if anybody can find a remedy to that, it'd be a Gemini. Give us time. Ten of Swords. And that is, in this deck, the character that is the Queen of Swords. I get that you are definitely protected. Whether it's, pardon me, confirmation, huh? Whether it is your ancestors, ancestresses, angels, maybe you got friends that are powerful practitioners, maybe you're the powerful practitioner. I don't really practice I just be, you know, magically bopping my way through life and people get fucked up. People get fucked up. Messing with me. That's that Mercury energy. Represents, well, Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. Queen of Cups. You get the feeling somebody stable would like to celebrate with you. But you might be like, I'm busy. Get somebody else to do it. Queen of Cups. Huh. Three of Wands. Two of Swords. King of Cups. And the Sun. When the Ten of Swords came out underneath the spiritual espionage / assassin card, and I was telling you that, and I saw the Queen of Swords in this deck when I was sitting them out. Six of Pentacles. Trying to get something to my conscious mind about Wild Style. To any of y'all who have not watched the Lego movie, why the fuck not? It's a treat. Ooh, that was the Ace of Cups. The Tower is at the bottom. Seven of Cups. That's Scorpio in love. I know this song. It's never played on my station before. Chris Isaac, Wicked Game. I don't want to fall in love with you. I've been observing the Tarot streets for a minute, and I've definitely seen quite a few Geminis who have come in contact with and at times run afoul of the scorpionic breed. on their journeys, often being catapulted into healing. And I do not, this is the first time I thought about it since last night. I watched The Pope's Exorcist. I enjoyed it. I don't know what that has to do with this, though. The same character on the Sun, the Two of Swords, is the King of Swords and the Devil. I don't know if you can see it. Disqualified. Over the King of Cups, the Sun, and the High Priestess. Last card. Ooh. Look. Knight of Swords and the Devil. The Queen of Pentacles. The King and Queen of Pentacles in this deck are the same as the Emperor and Empress. And I gotta say, I was wondering where she was and if she was going to show. Because lately I have been getting, Five of Cups at the bottom. And remarkably enough, the only place that I see this, the characters from the Suit of Wands, the King and Queen of Wands, is here at the beginning until Judgment. Then them two are done, and she shows up again with the Hermit, and he's down here with the Three of Wands. But as I was saying, several times yesterday, as I was just, shuffling many of the aces, and we have two aces out here right now, and the pairs, the king, the Queen, then King of Pentacles, and the Queen, then King of Cups, in that order, together, like they came out at the same time. Older, plain a sailor, we remember all the danger we came from. Embers falling tender, long for the days of no surrender years ago. And will you know, smoke on if you got us, 'cause it's going down. All I ever wanted was you. What's this? Both Knights of Swords and Wands, when I picked up this deck, they were accidentally left behind. Here we have the Ace of Wands again. Just that you could cut me loose. After everything I've lost on you, is that lost on you? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups. I feel like somebody has passion and love for you, dear. If this isn't you going outward. The machinations of it, of expectations in your mind. Hold me like you never lost your patience. Don't hate me all the time. And you're still mine. Another Ten of Swords. Got 'em 'cause it's going down. King of Swords. Four of Wands. Two of Wands. I want one more here. I haven't read the meanings of these. Pardon me. Oh. What I say about how many Geminis have come in contact, and then there's that slow-ass Knight. Eight of Wands, though, at the bottom of the deck. I asked for one, what I was given to, and I'm grateful because the two that I was given is the Hierophant and the Two of Cups, which is pretty wholesome. At the top of the deck, I didn't go looking for it. The way I set it down, it was peeking at me. The Judgment card. Then I'll read for these and see if I get an intuitive hit on how these might connect with what I picked up so far. Okay. First our angels, Raziel, then Shatiel. Okay. Raziel, the angel of mysteries, the keeper, the speaker of truth. All knowledge is pressed within the binding of his book. Raziel stands at the foot of the tree of life and observes all of creation, ever the diligent witness, forever transcribing the whole of creation. The book is passed to Enoch through his journey into the tree of life. I definitely got a feeling just now as I read that, it made me want to tell you that if you've been faithfully on your spiritual journey, that you're going to be rewarded for that. Whether or not it is coming in the form of a missed love, if that is something you've experienced. There are some things that we simply cannot know, such as the precious narrative of life. We can know the parts of the play, but not the story's end. Secrets and hidden endings keep the performance alight and dancing through the universe. Raziel, wrapped on high, our ever-present observer, we dream and fill Raziel's book of mysteries. Our breath turns its pages. Take me back to the night we met is playing right now. Our breath turns its pages. Exhale. Signs, a book, a mask, and codes. I did think that perhaps the King and Queen of Wands were a couple who split up. And I think that perhaps this might have already happened for some of y'all. And maybe you're looking to see if this person who has returned to you, maybe you're in a union, a kind of fresh union. And you wonder if you're doing the right thing. But with this Titanic and Superman coming out, and then Clash of the Titans in the Lego movie, there's several couples that are involved in all of those, and all of them are very dedicated to each other. Damn, why did I put that down? I have to read for Shatiel. I got distracted when that came through. Okay, the angel of silence. Some people are still in separation. Words fail, the wind dies, the earth comes to a rest. Shatiel descends in stillness. New forms for all things emerge, touched by the elusive fingers of the angel Shatiel. Space fills with silence and void gains new meaning. We are held still by the firm grip of its presence. Fear is useless, as its presence is almost always brief. Silence slides over your ears, enveloping your awareness completely as if you've closed your eyes. Take a moment, take the silence within you, and use it to still the tremors of your soul. Shatiel wills it. Signs: a feather, a chair, a person kneeling. Again, that takes me back to, if you have been on a journey to recall all of your power to yourself, and let go of things like codependent attachments, self-loathing, pick up things like self-love and faithfulness. You're getting there, you're going there, you're already there perhaps. Planetary ruler, Mercury, as I mentioned when the Magician came out. Third house, air, mutable. Opposite zodiac is Sagittarius. Symbols, feathers, herbs, and birds. In astrology, the third of the signs and the first air sign to appear on the zodiac wheel, Gemini, symbolized by twins, brings the best and the worst qualities of this element with them, bouncing back and forth between wonderfully inquisitive and deviously mischievous. Gemini is anything but calm and collected. In your chart, Gemini can show you where you are intellectual, witty, and social. The twins rule the area where you are driven to share your opinion and knowledge, and where you have retained the skills needed to be adaptable. It is important that Gemini learns to focus on one task at a time, or you can appear flighty and insincere. Gemini wants to contribute to every topic and discussion, but gives up when it takes actual work. Your ability to adapt, keeping in mind that we all have a full natal chart, so it's not really shitting on Gemini, it's just a description of the energy. Your ability to adapt to new situations, this is the inner reading, is going to be your greatest strength right now. A wave of change is coming your way, and at times you may feel this is in progress, but it is. Sometimes staying afloat is the goal. Life isn't always just about getting from point A to point B. You will need to rely on your networking and social skills to get something done in the near future. So Gemini is here, and a little nudge in that direction. Evaluate the connections you have. Are you maintaining them? Are you offering something or just taking? People remember these interactions. They do. Keywords: inquisitive, mischief, social, wit, intellect, opinionated, and duality. First house, the realm of the self. Damn. I was really only supposed to read the first house in Pallas Athena. Oh well. We got time. The realm of the self. Zodiac ruler is Aries, planetary ruler Mars, fire element, angular position, creative house type. The first house represents our outward expression and the traits we put out into the world. As an angular house, it represents a start and is the beginning of our birth chart. Ruled by Mars in the home of Aries, the energy here is very get up and go. Our ascendant is always in the first house, regardless of what our ascendant is in. How we look, our mannerisms, and even the way we talk are determined by this house, so any planets that live here are going to blend with our ascendant energy and be very prominent to those around us. When a planet is transiting our first house, our expression can change in some way or bring new attention to us. Welcome or unwelcome, it is not something that can be avoided. You are in the spotlight right now, and you need to take full advantage of it. If you are a naturally extroverted person, this will be a walk in the park, but if you are more of an introvert, you may struggle with having all eyes on you. Be aware that this won't last forever. So do your best to use this energy to get ahead. The concept of fake it until you make it is tied to the first house. We all have different masks we need to put on from time to time to get through the day, and there is no shame in that. Using what resources you have is a smart move. Keywords: spotlight, expression, interaction, attention, outer self, extrovert. I don't know why, but I thought again about your job and whether somebody was like trying to take what's yours, trying to take your credit, trying to make you look bad at work, trying to perhaps say that you said things that you didn't say, did things that you didn't do. Pallas Athena, the warrior. Symbols: craftsman's tools, spears, shields, paintbrushes, and gold. Pardon me. In astrology, Pallas Athena sprung forth in full armor from Jupiter's head instead of being born in the more traditional sense. Not only was she a powerful goddess of political activism, she was also the patron of arts and craftsmanship. Being brave in combat doesn't mean much unless you have a sword to use, and if that sword happens to be beautiful, then that's just a bonus. Pallas showed society that intelligence was also a feminine quality, which is funny because they say that you inherit intelligence from your mother. In a world that valued only masculine stereotypes in politics and diplomacy, In astrology, this brave asteroid represents our tactical nature, political involvement, feminism, and war. Oh, Lord. Haven't we had enough of war? She does not rush to bloodshed. Instead, she plans, she mediates, she does everything she can before resorting to violence. Taking a life is only done when absolutely necessary for the greater good. When Pallas appears in your readings, it is time to make a plan. Weighing the pros and cons of a situation is going to help you in the long run. The physical act of writing your ideas down brings them to life. This helps us look at the bigger picture. We often think just about our next step, but strategizing further down the line will help ensure our victory. Become a defender in your community. Pallas is not a me energy, it is a we energy. Just like we have to look at the bigger picture of a personal situation, we are also part of the bigger picture in society. Your friends and neighbors may have ideas that can be utilized to benefit everybody. Keywords: intelligence, creativity, wisdom, liberation, diplomacy, zealous, and overcritical. That does. Okay, maybe you're not getting light on at work, but somebody is highlighting you negatively at work. But in that case, I feel like what I said in relation to personal is also accurate for you. Maybe it wasn't always, or you didn't see it happening always, and you felt like people were messing with you and getting away with it. But I feel it here. Defeat is coming. Pardon one moment. All right. I'm going to ask some pointed questions. Please, Holy Spirit. Was I correct about the Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and Judgment? Maybe whoever these were, this couple who is represented in the deck by the King and Queen of Wands, I feel like they didn't get to that together. They never got to King and Queen status together. Energetically, they never made it to that point of the deck. It's a progression. And you could think of it as like minute hands versus the hour hands. The major arcana would be the hours, and the minutes are the different suits and the different cards. If we're talking about proportions. Spirit. Wow. I clarified those first three, and the very next was the spiritual espionage, spiritual assassin. I feel like that relationship wasn't going to enhance either of them for the better. And one or the both of them, either in accordance, whether it be accordance with friction, like sometimes two people say, we should end this and we should be apart, but there's enmity between them, and at times it's a, can't think of the word for it, but I feel like one of you does. You know what I mean. Victory and spirit. I feel like Holy Spirit had something to do with the dissolution of that. Like, look at this. I get, I'm about to light that shit up. Like, how bad do y'all really want to be in this? And then next comes the Nine of Pentacles, but then the 10. And I feel like that's because they separated. They got single again. Huh. almost like I dropped those on purpose so that we could see feminine at the bottom. Leo. Ooh, Leo minor. First was Leo defeat. Then Leo minor. Ooh, is mastery. So if you already have seen that part play out, and someone has come back to you, and you are in the midst of like peace talks, negotiations, or the first tentative part of the union, the reunion, where things are going good, but you might still have residual trepidation, I'll call it. Cautiousness, not necessarily fear. That's not what I'm getting. And the moon hasn't come out, nor has the Seven of Swords. The Ten of Swords is out here twice. I think that is that cycling, that repetition perhaps of cycles is done, and they have adapted. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Obstacle and adapt. Awaken and strengthen. Wow. Right over the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. I love to hear it. I love to see it for y'all. This is going so good that the morning, and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls into my message you replied. Why'd you only call me when you're high? And if you are not that, and you are perhaps the stronger, I really was in the midst of saying the stronger twin. So if you are the more developed twin in spirit, you are guarding yourself from deception and trying to keep yourself spiritually pure. Trying not to be distracted by the call of old patterns and the call of the flesh, pretty much. Because I sure thought cuffing season. And I hadn't even gotten the question out of my mouth, but I wondered about this Queen of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to be optimistic about what's coming for you. Damn. Why'd you only call me when you're high? Often I get this manipulate card very literally. Well, no, not very literally, like psychological manipulation. But between manifest and abundance, I get this magician. Like you are learning how to manifest. And maybe it's like small right now and it doesn't feel impressive, but I'm here to tell you right now that yeah, it is. Don't do that. Don't be the person that's like, oh, I see your little manifestations. That's cute. Don't do that. What about less developed twin, which is what I get from this King of Cups, the Sun, and the Nine of Wands over it? Decorate, renew, encompass. I feel like I almost got it, but then I don't. I think they're freeing themselves from the trappings of the ego, from dressing shit up to look nicer than it is, to look like they got it more together than they do. And, expecting you to conform to their bullshit. I think they're kind of over that. Now, I don't know if that means they're going to grow in relation to you. Because right after that is the Six of Pentacles, which in context with the King of Cups and the... Maybe this person has not come back to you because they are still in the case of a non-mutual, not amiable split. That they are right now getting supported and guarded by spirit, and they can't really return to you because they are still in the midst of something with that. I feel like, yeah, maybe this person plots on them. We have a Page of Pentacles out here. They might have a child together, and this might, that would convey that it's pretty much impossible to make a completely clean break from this person, and that they might be capitalizing off of that. But they no longer expect you to be okay. Yeah, they're pessimistic about that. They got doubt about you being okay with taking whatever they have left over. You know, just whatever they got in the bottom of their pocket. The fucking lint. Uprising. Ooh, I think they got an objective. I think maybe they're trying to get some self-love about themselves. Yes, they are trying to evolve out this bitch. I think they're sensing an attraction between you two, or maybe somebody for you. And this might be urging them to get on down the road. Yeah. Since these are the two bottom cards of these decks, I think it's them feeling in the Five of Cups right now as you move forward very securely. Maybe they worry that they're going to get left behind. Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius card, and we have Sagittarius here at the bottom. Protect. And here we have that arrow. Maybe knowledgeably or without your knowledge, you are assisting energetically. And a lot of people don't believe in that, but I certainly do. That the people that you love, you know, time ain't real, but energy really is. And whether you believe in giving it entirely up to some higher power or less physically encumbered power, I believe that we can help manifest protection for other people, especially if they're participating in that. And I think maybe this person is trying to come back to themselves with pure intent. Maybe they're being self-protective in a way that it never occurred to them to be before. You know, Emmett, I'm saying Emmett, like y'all, like everybody's seen the Lego movie. Okay, Emmett is the main character in the Lego movie, star of the show. And when it begins, he's sweet, and he's cute and loving, but he's codependent. And he wants more from people than they're willing to give to him. And the desperation that gives off, you know, in a less friendly world, in the Lego world, probably would have been taken advantage of. Oh. I think, because this is at the top, right? These are at the bottom. Ooh. Ambition. Perseus. Plot, ambition. Masculine, that's life. Then that, Then rebirth as the phoenix, which again makes me think of scorpionic energy, not necessarily Scorpio. Then dominance and deception, but these came out after. I think that they are trying really hard to leave behind some of their toxicity. They would like to resurrect the beauty in their life. Maybe as well in between the two of you. But you know what? If you really love somebody, it doesn't matter if they're getting better. Like, let's say you love somebody who's a drug addict and they're at rock bottom or close to it. It doesn't matter if they want to change their lives to come back into your life healthy, if that's really who you love and you really want the best for them. And I would also say that energetically, if that's what you want for this person and you do feel like you are hanging on to them in a way, whether it's hanging on to the idea of who they used to be and how they used to make you feel, whether for negative, positive, or both, that you sever yourself from that so that you can give them the space to be who they are today. So they could come back and enlighten you rather than you expecting a thing. And if it's you that has, I've been having dreams about you. I've never heard this song before, but that's what, if y'all are doing the real woo-woo, meeting up in dreams, mastery and abundance, go ahead and indulge in that. I think that's it. Yes, if you are in a separation, have the bravery to completely act as though you know for a fact that all the silly spiritual things that you think are real. Most certainly and definitely, if it doesn't involve any fear, bravery. Like, if you think you got like gang stalkers, you think you got people like a coven of witches doing spell work, like, fuck all that, okay? Like, seriously. Because I really do believe you can ascend up and out of people's reach. Just like you can remove yourself from their sphere of influence in the 3D, you can definitely do that in the 5D and above, and I think you can do it even quicker than you could on foot. Don't focus on anything that is a source of discomfort. Don't give anything negative, frightening, your focus, your attention, did I say your energy? Yeah, okay, I feel like I'm just gonna fucking repeat myself. So that's it. I love y'all. I hope this was good for you, like it was for me. Peace. I'm about to shut this off and do the next.